So today I'm gonna be answering questions. Just wanted to let you guys know. Let's get straight into it. These are off Twitter, and the first one is from Abby Halling. They ask, how do you deal with losing a friend? I think there's different ways to lose a friend. They can either pass away, move away, you guys just don't really have the time to hang out anymore. Maybe they don't have time at all to talk to you. And I think I'm qualified to talk about this because I've lost friends throughout my childhood. I've also lost a friend recently. I think you kind of just have to just be sad and just let the sadness flow through you and then get over it, I guess. I don't really know how else you could get over it other than just letting what has to happen before you feel better again. It does suck losing a friend, especially when they play a really big part of your life and they're just gone. It sucks. Second question comes from Wits, and they asked, bro, I painted my nails and I got backlash for it. How do you deal with all the BS on your personal image for real? Being a YouTuber is one of the hardest things when it comes to personal image, but to keep it more on your question, it's tough to hear people say what they feel about you, especially when it's a negative comment. And a lot of people will be negative towards you when they feel like you're doing something that they don't either understand or don't like. And usually the reason they don't like it is just because they're jealous of your ability to kind of branch out. Maybe they're just jealous of your confidence in doing something like that. When I was in high school, I had the idea to dress in all pink because I thought it would be funny and interesting. I haven't really seen any guys wear all pink at my school, so I was like, let me do this. As I was in school minding my own business, going throughout my day in this all pink fit, I would hear this word thrown around a lot. I would also hear this word thrown around a lot. And I just decided to not even let those get to me because I was just proud of what I was doing. I had the vision in my mind of what I wanted to do, and I could justify why I wanted to wear pink. Hearing people kind of spew negativity towards me, I was kind of just I don't care because I didn't wear all pink for you. I wore all pink because I was proud enough and I had the confidence to pull this off. And I wanted to try it out and I thought it would look funny. So what I'm trying to get at is if you're confident enough and if you have a justification in your head on why you're painting your nails or why you're doing something like that, then it doesn't matter what other people say because you'll be proud of it. As long as you know what you're doing is what you want to be doing, then it doesn't matter what anyone else is saying. I think that's a good way to live. Next question is from Jackie. They ask, ¿Hablas español? No puedo hablar en español porque my mom never taught me. Next question is from Olive. They ask, favorite movie or favorite series? I think Beautiful Boy, I hate to say that the most recent movie I saw was my favorite movie, but the movie Beautiful Boy is my favorite thing, my favorite piece of cinema of all time right now. It's so powerful, so interesting. The acting is amazing. It's just a great movie. So right now, as this is being filmed, my favorite movie is Beautiful Boy. Favorite series, I'll just throw it out too. Welcome to the NHK. It's this anime about mental health and just feeling alone, feeling secluded. And it's an anime, but there are really good English dubs of it, so I recommend watching it if you have time, if you want to watch something. I've cried every time I've watched that show because it's that good. Definitely check it out. I love that show so much. Next question is from Bree, and they ask, would you rather battle a raccoon or a hormone monster? I think I battle a hormone monster every day, so bring that raccoon on. That'll be easy mode. Hormones, they're powerful, they're trash. I hate hormones. Raccoons, I don't really have anything bad to say about them at the moment, so bring it on. Next question comes from Hesham. They ask, favorite singer/band? I've been really into the Smiths lately, my favorite band. I think just I've been in that somber feeling, a sad feeling. Right now, we're in November, December, the seasonal sad times, winter sadness, you feel me? That band makes really good sad songs, so I think they just hit. And favorite band right now is the Smiths. It's either them or Radiohead because they've also been amazing to listen to. For singer, I don't really know if I can just pick one singer right now, but I'm just really into the somber music, that sad stuff. You feel me? That sad emotional flow. Next question is from Isaiah. They ask, Blue Fleece versus Stop Cart? For those of you who don't know, Blue Fleece was like my first ever, like not my first ever, but like one of my most prominent like names, screen names online. Like I used to go by Blue Fleece on Instagram. I like made that my PlayStation Network name, and it never was like a brand thing I liked, but I had this Blue Fleece jacket that I really loved, so I kind of wanted to just name everything after it. Like I used to wear that all the time just because it was an amazing fleece. What you guys don't know about is Kamikaze, like that, the old, like the original stuff. That was crazy. I don't know if I'll ever talk about that. Next question is from Germ, and they ask, what's next for your brand? Stop cart. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, next thing that's gonna happen is there's gonna be a huge sale where like I allow every bro card, even the bro cards that can't afford it, because I'll be doing giveaways. But I'm allowing like every bro card I can to get some like old Stop cart stuff, because like I have some extras. I have some stuff like I just want to get rid of. I want people to have for a good price. So I'm gonna be doing like big sales, giveaways, and yeah, just hooking up the bro cards. Basically letting you guys get some Stop cart clothing to see how cool it is, like see how good it is before the new stuff comes out, just so you have like some of the old stuff. I won't have like some of the OG tees, like if you're an OG you got those and that's it, but I will be selling some of the Drop 2 stuff. I'm really excited because like the program that I'm using now to sell is like so much more efficient than what I used before. So I'm excited, like I'm hyped. I'm gonna be doing a few more questions because I don't want this to drag on for too long, but next question is from @Paloma Versace. They ask, what keeps you motivated to keep on uploading on a daily? Much love, heart, thank you. So I've been uploading, I uploaded daily for like 2 weeks. I had to take a break for mental health, kind of. Just like, you know, sometimes things get to you and you can't really keep working. The best situation to work is when you're surrounded by people who like care about you kind of, and you feel loved and happy. And basically when you're in an inspired like situation, like a position, you can create the best content. Things have gotten not the best for me, so I just took a break. I just took a couple days off. But yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. The motivation comes from like being physically able to create content on a daily basis. Like I could be in a position where I wouldn't be able to create on a daily basis. So the fact that I'm there now, like I don't want to give up that like opportunity. I don't want to throw away the ability to upload daily when I can, because I know someday I won't be able to. I also like know that it's really good to have a lot of content up on YouTube. So like the more I create, as long as I'm proud of it, like I'm happy uploading daily and just having a lot of content that people can find and watch. Find a little thing that motivates me are the bro carts. Like when people message me saying that like they get to watch my content on a daily basis, like as part of their schedule, like that's so cool, like that I can do that for someone. Like I think my overall goal is just to create something positive that people can watch. Next question is from Bethany Frost, and they ask, what would a perfect day be like for you? I love talking to people. I love like conversing with people that care, kind of like just people that like people in my life. I love conversating because I don't really have that a lot. So when I do get that, it's a great day, like from the jump. So perfect day would start off with me being able to talk to someone that cares, like talk to someone who's interesting, that like is just a part of everything. And then I'd probably just eat breakfast and like, upload, create content that I'm proud of. Like that's what I love doing in my days. Michelle asks, what about Widowmaker? I'm already Widowmaker. Sneak Boy asks, I know you don't do drugs, but have you tried any, Mr. Cart? You're right, I don't do any drugs at all. Like they're just not for me. I haven't tried any. I sipped beer before. It was gross, so I didn't like swallow it. It was just nasty. I don't do drugs because I have a very addictive personality, and I really feel like if I start doing drugs, I'm just gonna go down that rabbit hole. My life's gonna be thrown away. The thing with me is I love like repeating the things that I love doing. Like I love creating videos, so I can't stop creating videos. If I love the way a drug makes me feel, I'm just gonna continue to do it. I'm not gonna stop. Like I'm just gonna be a terrible drug addict. I also don't have like the best lungs when it comes to like allergies and smoke and just everything, because my lungs just suck. So I wouldn't be able to smoke anyways. I think just like having that has kind of set me up to find reasons not to do drugs. But I don't have any problem with drugs. Like if you can do them, like good for you. Like I'm glad that you can do them. I think as long as you're doing them responsibly, there's nothing wrong with drugs. Oh my God, this question from Andy. And they ask, advice for someone who wants to start a channel but is really awk. Hold up. You're talking to someone who used to be extremely awkward. Like I still get the comments where people say you're kind of awkward, ha ha ha. But like before, like I don't even know how, like, or why people watched me before, because like just looking at this old Camp Flog Gnaw live stream, it'll be linked below in an unlisted link if you want to watch it. Like, I'm not gonna put this public, but if you watch this, you'll see that I'm like the most awkward person ever. Like oh my god. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know like, how to talk to people. I don't speak with passion. I'm very monotone. Just try it. Just do it, and like you'll grow. Just focus on people who do a good job at like explaining things and talking to people. Focus on how they like captivate an audience. That's kind of what I did. I kind of watched a lot of TV hosts, like documentary voiceover people, like just listening to how they speak passionately. I was really able to grow and not be as awkward. So you can do it. Just grow. Just focus on yourself. Spend some time to work on yourself. You feel me? I gotta plug in this camera. 1 second. Okay, back. At Joe Crewy asks, how do you say pecan? It's pecan. Do you say pecan or pecan? It's pecan. Pecan. So we got 2 questions that ask the same thing pretty much. One of them says, at what point would you feel like you've officially made it? Another one is, do you feel like you've made it? I have not even scratched the surface. Like I'm happy, I'm proud of where I am right now. Like I'm very grateful for everyone who watches me, and I'm like happy that I'm able to keep creating. But no, I'm not even close to being like where I want to be. I think where I need to be to feel like I've made it is where like I can take care of myself really well, where I can take care of like my friends and like have them working with me and just like be able to have people around me that care about me. I think obviously to me having made it will mean that like I'll have a cool car, and not just to like flex on people. Like the reason most people want to get cool cars, I want a cool car because it's inspiring and just, you know, all the stuff that goes into like cool cars. But just like being able to do that, being able to create like whatever clothing I want and like be able to sell it and like have people know about it, getting to the point where like I can reach a wider audience with these videos. I have to grow like a lot to feel like I've made it. Like right now I'm just still working really hard. I still really want to just like continue to work and grow. Next question is from Britt, and they ask, how was high school for you? It was trash. I want to make a video about it, like just so it's not just all summarized in trash, but that's a good little summary for now. It wasn't good. Like I hated high school. Next little question, also asking about like the future of Stop Cart, like where I want to be, like what I aspire to do, is from Jasmine Cooper, and they ask, if YouTube works out, where do you see yourself in 10 years? And they correct themselves to say 5 years. But if everything works out, I hope to be getting like a lot of views. I hope to be like reaching a wide audience. I hope to like have people around me that also create with me and like that care about like what I care about, kind of like people who want to create and who are like inspired and as much as I am to create. I definitely want to branch out like more into like my own brand and like stuff on my website instead of just relying all on YouTube, because YouTube could just be gone like that. I'll have a store and, you know, yeah, just a lot of stuff I'm planning. Oh, this is a really good question. Christine asks, if you weren't doing YouTube, what would you be doing? I honestly don't. I'd probably just be working like in the same industry my dad works in, and like there would be no social media for me at all if I wasn't doing YouTube. If I was going on the other path, like the path that I'm not passionate about, I guess I just have to like go through with it. But I think the mindset that I'm in, like I would be really sad if I had to just be doing the other path. And there's nothing wrong with the other path, but I think I'm just like, my brain works differently, where I'll be depressed if I have to do stuff like I'm not really happy with. Like I feel like I'm whining, and I feel like I'm not being rational, and people might not be able to relate with me, but I don't know how to like get into it, how to explain it. Another good question is, what is your biggest fear? I think my biggest fear is another dip, like my channel being deleted before. If I like get another dip like that, I really won't be able to survive. Like I really won't be able to make it on YouTube. Like I'll kind of just have to like figure something else out. So I think having to like stop creating on YouTube and creating content is my biggest fear right now. Like I'm working really hard to not fear that. Like I also don't have it eating away at me. It's kind of just like in the back of my mind, like, all right, you can't let that happen. We're coming up on the last couple of questions because I don't want this to drag on forever. I feel like a lot of this has been serious, but there's some serious questions, so, you know, just answering them seriously. That takes us to the next question from Ronaldo, and they ask, what makes you, you? What makes me, me? I think my circumstances really make me me. Like the fact that I've never had like the easy breeze through life. I've always had like struggles that have caused me to think a lot about life and think a lot about like my situation compared to other people's situations. I really like to show appreciation for everyone and everything. It might come off as weird to some people, but having people around me and having people that care is something I really like appreciate. I think something that also makes me me is the fact that I don't always take the easiest route. Like things have never really come that easy in my life. Like I've always had to like kind of work hard to do things. So I think that kind of carried over into me being a content creator. I know of things I can do that will like blow me up and get me numbers, but like I won't be proud of the stuff that I'm putting out. So instead I want to be able to like create content even if I'm growing at a slow pace. Like I'd rather do that than blow up off of something I don't care about, something I'm not passionate about. I also think I have a very like keen eye like for everything pretty much. So I think that makes me me. We're gonna end off on this hard-hitting question from Marvin, who asks, what do you want to do in your life? If you were able to look back at your life when you die, what would make you happy and proud about the life you lived? This is an amazing question, fantastic question. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to make content that can make people feel happy watching it. Like I could make content where I cringe at someone, like review and like look at someone and be like, oh yuck, look at how stupid this person is, look at how gross this person is, damn, these people really exist. Like I could do that, and those videos would probably do well, because the thing with those types of videos is you can really relate to someone when you have a common enemy. So if I like say these people who dress up as horses are disgusting, let's all hate on these people, then like someone watching will be like, oh yeah, let's all hate on these horse people because they're weird. And it's, like I could do that, and like people probably do deserve cringe, but I rather create content that like I have full creative control over. Content that can make you feel good, not at the expense of anybody. Because in the end, I have full control over what I put out in the world. And when I die, I don't want to be known as a guy who made all those cringe videos, like all those videos where like I look at someone and cringe, or like look at a little kid and cringe at them. I'd rather be known for the guy who created like the positive, like creative, cool content. The content where like I kind of just tried to like show my take on life. I don't know if that makes sense. Overall, I just want to be able to create like a pocket of art in the world that is positive, that can do something for the world. Like content that maybe people can look back on and be like, hey, this is cool to see how you had grown over the years. Like especially for Stopcart and clothing, like the stuff I'm creating now is so different from when I was creating like a couple months ago. And it's still like the same kind of overall thing, but I think I've been maturing a little bit, just like being online and like seeing what people think and hearing about it. I want one day to be able to look back like on the first piece I made and the last piece I ever made before I died, and just like see the difference, like see how much I've grown, and like have that entire story shared online. I love sharing my life online. Being able to talk to a camera is like the most personal I can get. Like I do a terrible job at talking to people in real life, especially like when I'm the one who has to initiate it. And me to you guys is like the most I can open up, I think. It's probably not the best, but that's just the way it is. It probably really isn't healthy at all. Damn. Anyways, that's it for this little question and answer video. Thank you guys for watching. Shout outs to the bro carts and the hoe carts. Like I kind of mentioned before, I've been kind of just taking a mental health break because things around me have been getting tough, and it's really hard to create and be positive and like make content that makes sense when you're like sad or brought down by something. Mental health is something that dips though, so I was feeling like low for the past couple of days. I'm feeling good now, so making content. I'll see you guys next video.